Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday here on the Pagan Perspective. I'm your host Eric. This week we're talking about soft, hard, and monotheism. So this week our question comes to us from Fiara. Asked us, how do you feel about the distinction between soft and hard polytheism? How about between monotheism and soft polytheism? Are these distinctions important to you? Well, to answer your question first up and real quick, the only importance to me, much like Kara said yesterday, is the fact that some of us would like to be able to define what we are, what we believe, and how we think about those things. Outside of that, it's really a personal thing, so a definition or what you call yourself is only helpful if you're trying to talk about it, obviously. Besides having a relatively defined way of putting things, I think having a distinction and having those phrases that you can use is occasionally helpful. I've used several of those phrases in conversations before, so yeah, they're helpful for me as well. Moving on to a couple of other things. First, I want to say that if you need the definitions, and some really good definitions Cara did yesterday, if you want those from me, you're just out of luck. Go watch her video again, because it was awesome, and what are you doing here? Anyhow, one of the things that I did want to note, yesterday Cara was talking about she didn't really understand how somebody could be atheist and Wiccan. Well, I did a little bit more research, and the information is thus. If you believe that the human mind is the highest form of being in the universe, you don't believe in a god. And therefore, if what you're using as an archetype for soft theism, soft polytheism, if what you're using as an archetype is not worshiping any sort of power that is beyond you or above you, but is actually part of you, as many soft polytheists believe, but if you go even one step further and say that not only is that part of you, but it is in no way, shape, or form divine or higher than the actual self, then you become atheistic in that belief, and you, again, don't believe in anything, including spirit. It is our consciousness that is the highest power in the universe, and therefore the psychological archetype is what you not necessarily worship, but use in your practice and in your magical practice. So, just a little note that some of you may have not figured out for yourselves yesterday when watching Kara's video. Fantastic video, by the way, Kara. Secondly, I was also looking on Wikipedia and got into some of the discussion boards and back and forth, and found that some people, although this is an opinion, not my opinion personally, but I figured I would present it to you guys so that you could also have that in your arsenal, so to speak, is the idea of soft polytheism versus monotheism. Now, some people believe that if you are worshiping an archetype that is part of a greater god or spirit or power in the universe, now in Kara's case she believes in a goddess and a god, so she would probably be soft polytheistic in a duotheistic manner, because she believes there is a god and there is a goddess and they are completely separate. But if you believe that they are both part of the same whole, the argument is that although practicing a soft polytheism by picking out archetypes and specific needs of the day, you are still monotheistic because you believe they are all one and the same when it comes right down to brass tacks. Now, like I said, this is not my belief. When it comes to my personal belief, I don't know. I know that sounds like kind of a cop-out, but there's no possible way I could know, because you cannot prove nor disprove the existence of a higher power in the universe outside of what science has given us. Now, that's not to say that I don't have belief, and although my belief is kind of neither here nor there at this point, I would say that currently I am a soft polytheistic agnostic. I don't know exactly what I am firm on in my belief, but I do honor the gods in multiple forms and through multiple archetypes, but I also believe that other gods exist, which kind of also makes me a little more of a hard polytheist, but not an exclusive hard polytheist. So, I just wanted to make sure that I could present that information to you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we do love to get your comments, and hit that like button. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, post them in the comments section below. We'll see you next time. I'm personally looking forward to next week's subs videos. I already know what the topic is, and I'm really interested to see those videos. So stay tuned for that and the rest of this week's videos. Thanks everybody for watching, and of course, until next time, Odin be with you.